What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you one tricky part from the Lawrence-Hodges tests. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video yesterday, and definitely since yesterday's video, we cannot have any price action at all because it was a day off and it was a weekend. But right now we are on pre-market hours and MULN is moving south for 2.5%. And it is not the best sign, definitely, but in general it is nothing new. This so-called good company and legit company for the long-term holders is still losing its momentum and the losing of its investors' money. Let me show you that from the split, from the reverse stock split that was made at the very beginning of May, this asset lost from its highest point to current range about 65% of its value, and it is in less than 1 month. Definitely you can rely on this price action as a potential bullish sign, but in my opinion it is not a bullish sign, it is for 100% bearish sign. So what drives the price of this asset lower? For now, we don't have any updates from the MULN's official press release section. We don't have any updates from David Michery Twitter account. We don't have any updates from Mullen Automotive Twitter account. We don't have any updates from Lawrence-Hodges to Facebook page. We don't have any news at all, despite, let me show you right here, that if you click on this small icon, you will find several news related to MULN. And here you can read that, dear MULN stock fans, mark your calendars for June 26th. And June 26th is the last date when this company will be removed from Russell 2000 index. And all of the funds who hold this stock because of the Russell 2000 index will sell their stock immediately on this date. And Cal from Financial Journey made a video about this, and he stated that it is nothing bad, that we will see another 1.7 million shares that will be from the sell side. And definitely it is nothing bad, and it moves the price of this stock even lower. And let me show you again that a lot of people still think that the Lawrence-Hodges technology is a legit technology. And guys, do your own due diligence. You will not find any legit patents despite the Lawrence-Hodges statements. All of these patents expired, and they expired a long time ago. On top of that, let me show you these charts again. You all know that these charts was published by Financial Journey, and a lot of people still think that it is a legit test, and I have to say that it is not. One of my viewers showed me another quite interesting point, and it is right here at the very beginning of tests. This test is the test of MULN Class 1 van with EMM box, and right here you can see that the speed at the very beginning of the test at the 0 mark starts from 47 miles per hour. This means by the time when this test started, the speed of the vehicle already was at this quite high level. And let me show you right here original graph from the van without so-called magic box. As you can see, it was the speed at 0 level, and then it was, I guess it was a pedal to the metal, and this was a quite harsh increase in its speed, and then we have these choppy movements. But guys, all of the conditions of these two tests should be absolutely equal. Let me show you that if you have completely equal batteries, this, as you can see, is the van without EMM box, and this is with EMM box. But the test conditions, as you can see in the first case, was much bigger. And as you can see, I drew these test conditions in a much bigger shape. And right here you can see that the speed wasn't equal to speed of the second van. Temperature, humidity and pressure was also completely different. We don't know about the payload of these two vans. We don't know other tech specs, like what type of oil was in the rear axle, what was the tire pressure of vehicle, and so on and so forth. And that is why when you can see these type of test conditions that are not equal one to another, you cannot say that this van with box is much efficient. We have to see the conditions that are completely equal. In our case it should be like this. We should have completely equal testing conditions, and when these two types are equal and we still have the results like this, let me show you that if the remaining battery power is still 44%, this means we can eliminate these testing conditions, and this means with the equal batteries all the benefits comes from this box. And this is the real case how this box might be the real helper and not the magic box that is adding more power from the thin air. It doesn't make sense. And guys, if you don't believe my due diligence, just ask any of your friends who has an engineering background, and they will tell you that these test conditions are not legit and you cannot rely on them. And that is why, in my opinion, this week this asset will break its all-time low. And definitely we might see some spike in its price if some of so-called news will be announced by David Mishry, but I have a lot of doubts about that, or some news might be announced by Lawrence Hodge. And definitely we cannot rely on Lawrence Hodge's news, because we don't have even the agreement in between Mullen Automotive and Moomoo LLC. And that is why we don't have any bullish catalysts, and in my opinion this asset will break this all-time low at $6.8 by the end of this week. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
Yeah.
baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless.